From world events to Washington and New York City, here's your concise world update for Friday, January 2nd. Russia and Ukraine traded accusations of civilian attacks over the new year, with Moscow reporting a deadly strike in territory it occupies in southern Ukraine, and Kyiv saying Russia launched a broad assault on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Several people were killed amid unrest in Iran, as the country faced its largest protests in 3 years over worsening economic conditions, with violence reported across multiple provinces. About 40 people were killed, and at least 115 others were injured, after a fire tore through a crowded New Year celebration at an indoor venue in the Swiss alpine resort of Crans-Montana. Venezuela's government released 88 more people who were detained after protests following the country's July 2024 election. California said Tuesday it will postpone revoking roughly 17,000 commercial drivers' licenses until March. State officials said the delay is intended to give regulators more time to ensure that truck and bus drivers who legally qualify for the licenses are not improperly stripped of them. People from Burkina Faso, Laos, Mali, Niger, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, and Syria will be barred from traveling to the United States beginning Thursday, according to updated guidance from U.S. Customs and Border Protection. President Donald Trump defends his energy and health, offers new details on screening he underwent, acknowledging that he takes more aspirin than his doctors recommend. He also said he regretted undergoing advanced medical imaging last fall, arguing it fueled unnecessary speculation about his health. Amid growing anxiety over the state of American democracy, John Roberts Jr. struck a note of confidence, saying the nation's founding documents and core principles are holding firm. The Trump administration has begun abruptly cutting dozens of frontline disaster response staff at the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Some employees were notified by email that their positions would not be renewed and that their services would end when their contracts expire in early January. Mayor Zoran Mamdani delivered a sweeping inaugural address Thursday.
Regardless of whether we agree, I will protect you, celebrate with you, mourn alongside you, and never, not for a second, hide from you.
On his first day in office, Mayor Zoran Mamdani issued an executive order canceling all mayoral executive orders signed on or after September 26, 2024, the day former Mayor Eric Adams was indicted on federal charges. The move effectively wiped the slate clean of late-term directives issued by the previous administration. Mark Levine, New York City's new controller, took his oath of office on a Chumash, the 5 books of Moses, becoming the city's highest-ranking Jewish elected official. Police are looking for the gunman behind what appears to be New York City's first homicide of the year in the Bronx. A rideshare driver was found gunshot wounds to his head inside his car along Morris Avenue in Mount Hope. There are no Jews known to be living in Somaliland, which declared its independence from Somalia in 1991. However, the territory can claim some interesting footnotes in Jewish history. When the Federal Reserve cut interest rates at the end of last year, several policymakers were already signaling caution about further easing, raising questions about whether additional cuts are likely as 2026 begins. Sovereign wealth funds and public pension investors poured a record $132 billion into the United States in 2025, about half of their total global investments for the year, while allocations to major emerging markets fell sharply. From the Middle East to Wall Street, you're up to date.